Hi, it's Bill Meehan speaking. You probably recognize my face. I'm with the Certain Wealth group of companies. We're in the business of residential investment property, and I thought it was appropriate to have a chat to you today to give you a little bit of information and background on this whole issue of negative gearing and capital gains. It's been in the paper and on TV for the last month or so, to the point where it's ad nauseum, and both sides are missing the point. And this is something I wish to clear with you. It just so happens that I was one of those clients who experienced the ups and downs that happened when Paul Keating introduced the negative or reduced capital gains and negative gearing. It in fact was a near catastrophe at that time, and I'll tell you a little bit about how come. They did it just before Parliament finished for a 6 weeks break, and therefore the idea was that the flak would be caught afterwards whilst they're on holidays. However, this is what happened. The housing starts collapsed, literally collapsed, and it was causing great panic in the industry. This is an industry that employs amongst the largest number of persons in Australia. This in turn then caused panic in the rental market. Rental prices started moving up significantly, and the gradient even looked worse. Those who said maybe it did, maybe it didn't, they're either bluffing or they don't know. Let me assure you, rental prices went up seriously and were looking very, very dangerous. Banks stalled. They didn't know how they should react, and I think still don't know how they should react. Were prices going to collapse, or were they going to surge? What a dilemma to have. Yet nobody had done enough work on this whole negative gearing to really determine what was going to happen like that. The government also panicked for the alternative of having to find low-cost accommodations for as many as 120,000 people who at the time were seeking some form of accommodation was beyond them. Nobody, even today, are they producing anywhere near that requirement for people. And we have 118,000 people in Victoria alone that are looking for accommodation at this time. So it was one of those things that was just totally out of hand. What were they going to do? The other side was not only where would the government find low-cost accommodation from, but who was going to maintain it? In the older days, there used to be the Department of Works and the State Department of Public Works, which employed very large day labour numbers, which to have to restore today would not only be a huge job, but also be in the low millions of dollars in cost. So what happened? Well, let me just say, first of all, there's that definition we have of stupidity. Stupidity being repeating the same as before, but expecting a different result. Well, if we go down that route again now, we're going to have the same result, I'm sorry. Mr. Keating reversed his negative gearing, Capital Gains Act, when Parliament returned from its break. Yes, a few variations to cover this blunder, but let's not forget it. It wasn't a good thing, and I don't believe it would be a good thing today or ever for that matter. I'm Bill Meehan, Certain Wealth Group. We're here to help anytime we can. You're most welcome to contact us. Thank you.